My name is Jason Roscoe. I'm the owner of Falcon Moving. You can call or text us at 630-780-0412. Again, that's 630-780-0412. And this is Money Monday. This is the first episode in our weekly series documenting our referral program. So here at Falcon Moving, we love Mondays because Monday is payday for all Falcon Moving employees. We do the most business out of any day of the week on Mondays. And on Mondays, we do Money Monday, where we give thanks to those who have sent us referrals that have turned into paying customers in the past week. So on Money Monday, there's basically three things I want to talk about. The first is I wanted to talk about how advertising and marketing works for small businesses. I wanted to shine the light on an opportunity that's available for entrepreneurial-minded people where you can make some extra money by doing basically what advertising companies are getting small business owners like me to pay thousands of dollars a month for the service they provide. And the last thing is I want to give thanks to those who have sent us business in the past week. So I wanted to talk this week about one of the marketing sources we use. This is a lead generation website. This is actually a statement balance. I just want to show that we do a lot of business with them. We buy a lot of their leads. We spend about $2,000 to $3,000 a month on their service. And the way it works is that if you go on a search engine and you search for any relevant terms regarding movers or what you will, anything that's going to help find you a moving company to hire, you're going to get websites for moving companies, and you're also going to get results for a company that advertises something like, get multiple competitive moving quotes. And this is what a lead generation company is. You request multiple moving quotes, and they take your contact information. They sell it to multiple different companies that are going to give you moving quotes. So what we do is we receive their contact information. We give them a call, send them a voicemail, email if they don't answer, whatever, and then we try to see if we could get business from that person. And what we do by this is that there's a couple benefits and there's also a couple drawbacks. So first couple benefits is that we get a lot of business from this. They send us business all the time, every day. If somebody goes on Google and searches for movers, this is going to be one of the first results that come up. Falcon Moving is not always one of the first results that comes up unless you're really local, like Bartlett or Elgin. So, we have the advantage that we can have a larger reach by buying leads from this. And also, at the end of the day, with what they charge versus the likelihood of us hiring somebody on here or somebody hiring us on here versus what we charge for somebody to hire us, it's worth it financially at the end of the day after everything's all said and done. But that doesn't mean that there is some drawbacks to this. So one of the first things is that when they're sending this contact information to 4, 5, 6, however many companies they're sending it to, these people are getting basically bombarded with calls and texts and emails. And there's also the fact that there's a competition. And while that's bad, that's not the main issue that I have with this. It's because when people are getting bombarded with calls and texts and emails, let's say it's somebody that doesn't actually intend on hiring a moving company. Maybe they've already gotten a quote and they just want to reaffirm, that quote is valid and the other companies are within the price range. Maybe it's somebody that thinks moving is too expensive and they want to get some second opinions. Basically, there's people that aren't actually going to end up hiring a moving company. They have no intention on doing so. And what happens is when they get bombarded with these calls and texts and emails, they might not realize this is going to happen. They're really aggravated by this happening, and they're just going to ignore the phone calls. And it takes a couple phone calls and texts and emails till we actually realize that they're not somebody that we're going to be doing business with. So it's a lot of time and energy wasted by trying to get in contact with people that don't actually want to do business with us. If the person contacted us directly, let's say we give them a quote, they realize it's out of their price range. Well, at that point, we know that we don't need to contact that person. But if we're one of the many people that calls them and they're not really happy about getting all these calls, well, chances are they're not going to answer, and it's time wasted. Where if they just contact us directly, there wouldn't be any time wasted because we would have already known. And one of the other drawbacks about this is that it does get expensive. I did say that it's worthwhile for us to do it, but at the same time, it's paid advertising and it ends up costing more than it does for other ways that we could find customers. And one of the last things is that there's not really a level of trust established where if somebody was to refer somebody to us, they trust that person, they know that person had a good experience, and they trust us. These people just find us online, they get a call from us, they see our reviews online, and while those things are good, it's not nearly as good as trusting an actual physical experience that somebody had with the company. So it's not the best thing that a customer can possibly have to be able to trust a company. So while there's some positives about this and there's some negatives about this, one thing that helps us a lot more than this is that our referrals, and that's why we have the referral program. So basically, if somebody sends us a referral and we end up doing business with that person, after the job's complete, we're going to send you a check for 5% of what we made on the job. It really helps to have people send business to us. There's a lot of ways that you can do this. You can, of course, network with close friends, family, people that are going to be buying and selling houses in the near future. But there's also some ways that people might not have thought about with Facebook and social media nowadays. There's a lot of ways that you could connect with people and people asking for recommendations for businesses. And there's just a lot of ways that you could actually find somebody who might need a service that you could refer them to, whether you actually know that person or not in the first place. And that's why I just kind of wanted to call attention to the fact that there's a lot of ways that some people don't know that you can refer us to others, whether it's driving down your street and you see a neighbor that has a house for sale. You might not know them, but maybe you know somebody that does know them and you can refer them to us. And it's just really important. I just wanted people to know that there's that option available. It really helps us out as opposed to doing this, which we do, but it's not the best way for us to get customers. We really love those referrals. And the last thing is I wanted to just give thanks to the people that have sent us referrals in the past week. So I actually have 6 checks right here. This one's actually a paycheck. An employee of ours was actually able to send a job to us, and we have 5 other checks. And everything all together, all these checks combined equals about $250 that we're paying out in commissions for the past week, which is great. I'm very, very happy to do so. And like I said, there's an employee of ours that sent us business. There's actually another business owner. He owns another moving company. He had a move that he received a lead for. He wasn't available on the day where they wanted to move. He sent it to us, and we do the same thing with him too, because sometimes we have moves where we're not able to do it, and he is. So we're more than happy to send that over to him. And then we have 4 checks for people that have hired us in the past, and they were generous enough, and they were thinking about us when they knew somebody that needed to hire movers. And this is what we have for the past week. These are all checks, real checks going to real people, between $20 to $60. And because they thought about us when somebody they knew needed movers, now they're participating in our referral program, and we love to do this. We hope to continue doing this. So if you know somebody that needs to hire movers, please give us their contact information. You can call or text us at 630-780-0412, or you could email me at jason@falconmoving.com. I hope to see you on the next Money Monday.